Online students, check it out, guys. Am I audible? Online students, check it once. Is it clear, my voice? Okay, right. Yeah, come to now, guys, here on Saturday. So we taken some information about your uh, what we called Oracle, and this is the first session. We discuss about the terms of DBMS. Okay, so what is data and what is information, and after that we discuss what is database here. And yesterday on Saturday, day before yesterday, and we checked out the types of databases in real world. Okay, so in real time, so how many types of databases? We said two types. So these are the two types of databases only we are using in a real time. Okay, and the all over the world except these two, there is no other databases in the world. Okay, no. So these are OLTP and OLAP, and OLTP stands for Online Transaction Processing. OLAP stands for Online Analytical Processing. So these are the two types of databases, okay, we have here. And the purpose of these two we discussed in the last class here. And OLTP, generally these databases are used for day-to-day transactional information. So nowadays, what I said in the demos also, everything is online transactions, and almost we did our transaction almost 90% of transactions are we are performing through online. So every online transaction, what we know, either success or fail, it generates some data, it generates some information. So these kind of day-to-day transactions which was performed by customers or users in their real time. Okay, so those are transactional information storing purpose in companies and organization. The people are using what now? OLTP, and these are the OLTP database softwares. These are okay now. So in this any type of database the companies can use, and we can't say like this. Okay, you should use only Oracle. You should use only SQL Server. So I can't go to restrict like that, and we can't give the condition like that. Okay, na? It's that depends on their business, their interests, their choice, their customizations. They can use any type of databases. Okay, na? So that's why these all database softwares are comes under OLTP, and these all databases the people are using for day-to-day transactions or transaction informations storing purpose. And these are the example softwares here. But what about OLAP, sir? So OLAP, okay, these databases are not for day-to-day transactions. These used for what now? Historical data or information. That means, okay, day-to-day transactions means, for example, 1 month data. Okay, na? So from the day 1 to the 31st or 30 of the month, almost 30 days of data. So the 30 days of data is called as a big data, and day-to-day data is called as a current data and small amount of data. So the current data is available under TPs, and the 1 month, 6 months, 1 year, 2 year, 5 years, 10 years of data, if I need to save, okay, for my business purpose, that kind of situations the companies will using what now? OLAPs. And OLAPs nowadays, you all of you know that you're listening that word data warehouse. So data warehouses is the best software for your OLAPs. Okay, now. And now these two, how it was working, I was very clearly explained on the last on Saturday, how in real time, okay, how the real time companies are going to be using these two databases in their organizations, how they will be manage your data, okay, in OLTP as well as OLAP. So that is also very clearly we discussed in the last session. Okay, now, and just I'm giving here. So this is OLTP databases, OLAP. Okay, is called as data warehouses, and we know that the application, these are called as some apps, and these apps can be developed by using of any technology like .NET, Java, Python, or PHP, any one technology you can use to develop these apps. So these apps are using by who? Users. And the user can use any app and any app through. They can perform any transactions. Okay, no? That every day-to-day transactions which is performed by users through an application, those day-to-day transactions informations will go to save under OLTP. And this OLTP, it may be Oracle database, it may be SQL Server, it may be MySQL, it may be DB2. So any kind of Sybase, Informix, Ingresys, Teradata, MaxDB, PostgreSQLs. So any kind of database it may be. Okay, no? Right. And the next one, what it was happen and we said that, okay, what we said here, your applications are directly, we can't communicate with the OLAPs. That kind of communication middleware, that kind of communication interface is not there. So that's why every application through whatever the communications, whatever the operations we are performing, that should be go to communicate with your OLTP databases only. In this application to database communication is possible. And for that purpose, we have so many middlewares, so many interfaces, so many native drivers we have in the technologies. And those native drivers, I said here, JDBC is a one type of native drivers the people are using in Java technology for the Java application to database connectivity. And one more is there ADO.NET for the .NET students. So they are going to be .NET application to databases. They are using ADO.NET. And Python people are using what now? Django frameworks here to communicating to the databases purpose. So there is a middleware, there is a interfaces are available from app to OLTP. Okay, it was possible, but app to, that means application to warehouses are, there is no interface in between this. That's why your communications will be happen with the OLTP only. Okay, na? Right. So later what we said, if every day-to-day transactions will come and save under OLTP, automatically certain time, this OLTP database memories are full. So whenever the memory of OLTP database is full for storing of day-to-day transactions, then later what it will be happen, sir, means that there the people was introducing OLAPs. Okay, now when your OLTP will make it full, then they introducing OLAPs. But OLTP to OLAP communication should be happened with the help of what now? ETL tools. It's ETL. ELT, somebody's asking different names, but as my experience, I see this one. Okay, you don't create your own tools. Yeah. So ETL, extract, transfer, and loading. Okay, so with the help of how we can see here JDBC for Java and ADO.NET for .NET and Django frameworks for your Python, how they are using the in between application to database. Here also ETL is a one software. With the help of this software, what they will do, OLTP databases and OLAP databases between the connectivity will establish. Understand na? How are you establish your connections with JDBC between Java application to Oracle, same as a Oracle database to data warehouses, SQL Server database to data warehouses, MySQL to data warehouses, in between database to database. If you want to make a connectivity, there should be use only ETL tools. Okay, na? And with the help of these ETL tools, we are going to be established the relay connectivity, establish the connectivity in between database TP to database AP. Okay, na? And these are the some softwares in real time. These are all are called as the ETL softwares. These are all are called as what now? ETL softwares. In this, any software the people are using nowadays, very famous softwares. These are all are very popular also. Okay, na? So these tools based, they are going to making connections and later data transferring here. Okay. And later what we said here, when data was full here, it will be moving into OLAP. But what next our question, suppose OLAP is also full, then what it was going to be happen means, then the people will maintain one more data warehouse. And again, they are using ETL tools to making connectivity from OLTP to the second data warehouse, and your data can be stored. If it is full, again third data warehouse. If it is full, again fourth data warehouse. Like they can maintain the data warehouses in their organization. So this is what it was going to be happen. But in our courses, what we are going to be discussing, we are discussing this part. Okay, na? This is our course. And data warehouse, this is not comes under Oracle course. It is a separate course. This is, if you anybody want it, they have an interest, you can go to Informatica. Is a one separate courses are available in Amirpet market, and MSBI, it is available, and Power BI, Apache Air Force. So these are all are called as what now separate tools. And Java, .NET, Python, AWS, DevOps, Selenium, testing people, these people are not necessary this knowledge. Okay. If you, this knowledge is not required for you, okay, na? This is only those people will go to interacting to that who are working on these areas. On these areas who are working, those people are mandatory to know it. But you people are not necessary because of reason, very simple reason. Your Java application, we are not interacting to APIs. Your Java applications are interacting to TPs only. That's why this is our part. Understand na? Yes. So this is last session what we discussed, guys. And later, after that, we said data storages, and especially in real time, there are different types of data storages available, like papers, books, notebooks, etc. But when come to this papers and books is very oldest model and manual systems, so that we can't just we go to avoid this. But when computers are introducing in the world, the people was using the first thing is what now flat files. And the flat files, even though we called as file management system, this is the first system. Okay, when after computers are introduced here, and after computers are introduced, and the second system is came that is called a DBMS. Okay, and here we said these are the two things, and let me go for so flat files. If I want to go for to save or to organize to store my data in flat files, what kind of drawbacks will come to you? And those drawbacks, how we can overcome by using of a DBMS software. Understand? Na? So if you understand these two mechanisms, then you will be very clear to come to Oracle. Okay, na? Then later we started Oracle, and they're understanding that why I'm learning Oracle through what I can do, what kind of operations will be performed by Oracle software. Okay, na? This complete picture you want to understand, you must be know it the background of this flat files and DBMS. Okay, na? So that's why I said one more thing. You people are asking MongoDB sir, Oracle sir, no SQL sir, SQL sir. What is this? All confusing is there? Yes or no? That all confusions you will be overcome in this part. Okay, so just focus it here. And next, what is my first thing is flat files. Now take heading flat files. So now very simple, in this system, data can be stored. Data can be stored in files. Okay, with the help of operating systems. Operating system. Okay, now. So in the system, data can be stored in files with the help of operating systems. And now, when you compare to, that means when you go for flat files, instead of advantages, we have a more drawbacks. Okay. The first I will explain to you the drawbacks of your flat files, and advantages are nothing in this. Okay. Na? So we have a mostly drawbacks are there, and what kind of drawbacks, each and every drawback I will explain to you with some practical examples. Then you will get some confident that what is the mean by this. Okay. Na? That all we can go to see it. And the most, okay, what are the disadvantages of this? Okay, there are few problems we face in this flat files, and these are very much okay. We are going to be face these problems here. First one we called as your data redundancy problem. Data redundancy is one of the biggest problem in your flat files, and as well as we just go for data inconsistency problems. Inconsistency, and the next one we called as your data retrieval problem, and one more thing is called as your data integrity problems. Okay, and what next we have here? So data security problems, and one more we called as your data indexing problem. So these are the major problems which will be faced in your flat files. Okay, now, right. And now we can see one by one, we will discuss here. What is the mean by data redundancy? Okay, now, and this is how we can go to face in your flat file. Okay, and before you want to know about the flat files, okay, first of all, you should know that can you tell me what is the default file of a computer? What is the default file of a computer? Default file. See, just imagine. So this is 1950s before. So you just, all of you, just think about, we are not in the present 2023. If you want to understand this concept, the file management system concept, you want to understand, you just rewind your, okay, brains, it will be go to 1950s before. Okay, now? So at that time, or that in that time, if you check, if you analysis, these problems can be identified, or these problems can be easily understand. So don't think that I am in 2023. Think that to understand these problems, think that you are in 1940 to 1950s. Okay, na? Sir, what we want to do, we will go for time machine. We will go to time machine to go to back. So now all of you, just you have to think in your brain, just you have to realize in your system, brain system, we are in 1940s. At the time, we have only computer. We don't have any softwares. Even though MS Office also not there. Remember now? So if you think like that, in that point of view, if you check my analysis, my explanation, then you can clearly understand. But my explanation, if you are comparing in 2023, not matching. Concept understanding, so that's why my concept, this concept is not now. This concept is before 1950s. Before means what now? There is a no DBMS. Okay, na? There is a no DBMS in the world. There is no DBMS software in the world. At that areas, you have to go and analysis my explanation, then you will get easily. If you compare to 2023, 1950s to 2023, there are so much variations. Now the technology is very fastly improved. Yes or no? Yeah, that's why don't compare like this. Okay, now this concept to understanding purpose, you have to compare in 1940s and 1950s. Okay, right. So now, what is the default file? I said flat files are going to be used by early days people. Okay, when the computers are introducing in the market. But whenever the computer is introduced in the market, the default file of the computer is called as a text file. Which file? Text file. So if anybody asks you, you just tell them, What is the default file of computer? You say text file. But nowadays there are so many files came, like a PDF file, like a Word file, like Excel files. Yes or no? Because these are all are what? Softwares. These are not a default files. Your PDF file is not a default. Your MS Word is not a default. Your MS Excel is not a default. These are softwares. Later on, the people was introduced these softwares. Understand now? So now, what is the default file of my computer? Initial stage, only text file. So that means, yeah, the point is what now? Whatever the data the people are going to save it here, so those data they saved under text files. So flat file best example is what now? Text file. And now in the text file, once you want to store the data, what is the one of the biggest problem? Data redundancy. How, sir? Let me just imagine now. Now we are in 1940s. This is my computer. Okay, na? Right. And in this computer, what I'm going to do, I just make it one notepad now. That's called a text. So this is one file, okay, to me. And this file name I want to change as employees details. Okay, na? So one file I was created in my computer and I just open this file, and in this file, I'm going to save my employees information. Okay, na? Just imagine like this. Now I'm going to storing here employees details. Okay, na? So now how I can store it means this is a pattern, employee ID number. So EMP ID. Now EMP name. Now, for example, their salaries, okay, and their date of join, okay, na. So their gender, okay, na. So this is some what we called some, okay, the headings I was given, and now I can store. Now 1021, my employee name is Smith, and his salary was to take 250 rupees. Okay, so date of join so and so, and he was male. Okay, na? Like 1022, I want to take Ellen. So Ellen's salary was 300 rupees. Okay, some date of join, and C is female. Okay, 1023, now ward. So the salary was 430 rupees and some date of join. Okay, and she is also female. Next, 1024, the name was Jones and salary was your 500 rupees and some date of join and mail. Is it clear? So now what I did here, I saved my employee details, some information I saved. And of course, after enter this all the details in this text file, you just come to file and save it. So the file was successfully saved, and I just close this. And this was I saved in my computer with the help of OS. So that's happened. Now the next what I'm going to do, suppose if any other person, another admin will come to the system, okay, and he's also trying to save the same data into one more file. Is it possible? Can I store the same data in second file? Is it possible? Possible? Sure. Yeah, let me see. Suppose I just go to created one more text file, and here I'm saying that employee details. Okay, now, and in this file also, whatever the information I saved in the early file, okay, now the same data I'm saving into another flat file. And the other person will save this, and this is also, you can say save. Then what it was happen? It is also saved. So that means now just observe. Here same data I saved into how many files? 2 files. The data same now? Yes. It means that whenever I'm saving some existing data, already existing data, again I'm trying to save in my computer files, the computer will be saying any restriction to me? No. The computer tell us, sorry, this data already existing. That kind of any alert, it came to me? Not at all. So that means computer is not responding to you, whether you are saving old data na, new data na, it never responded to you. So in that cases, what is the problem, sir? And now we can see Now the files, I just opened the two files now. Okay, I'm open two files. I'm opening two files. Here the file number one, okay, this is my file number one, and carefully observe. Okay, and this is my file number two. This is my file number two. Is it clear? My point understanding now? This is file number two. Yes. So this is one file, and the above one is one more file. So I have your two files now. So now you can see this. Now tell me the same data I saved in how many files? Two files. And now can I say this is called as a data duplicates? Can I say it is a duplicate? Yes. So it means what you understand here, the same data or same information when we stored in number of files in a computer, that is called as what now? Data redundancy problem. Got it my point? So like this, not only two files, the same data you can save in hundreds of files in my computer. But the computer never stop you, never restrict you, and never telling us, hey, this data already existing. So this kind of alert, error, exception, nothing will come to us. So your wish, the same data, how many files you want to store, every file is accepting by your computer. So this is what it is we called as a data redundancy. What is the mean by redundancy? Redundancy is nothing but duplicates. Okay, now, so this is one of the biggest problem in the flat file. But the same thing when I try in my database, it is not accepted. Understand now? So suppose the same scenario, I'm going to saving the first employee's data and same data second time I'm inserting into my database, immediately database will give a error. What is the error? This data already existing. So how you can say means nowadays you can go for any Gmail accounts, Hotmails and Facebooks. Is it possible like that already when you try to create a new user ID, if that user ID already existing on any other person name, then immediately one error will come to you. Yes or no? What is error? This user ID already existed. So please enter new ID. Yes or no? That is how the web page, how the error is coming out. Means that your database will telling that. Sorry, on the name of this xyz@gmail.com, that name already existing in my database, and you also same ID is created. So please check it. Understand na? So that is advantage of database. But files, that is not possible. Is it clear all of you now? Right. So now write down some points. Data redundancy. What it mean? Redundancy is nothing but duplicated data. In flat files, we can store the same information in a number of files. Okay, number of files. Whereas database will not allowed this mechanism. Okay, na? Right. And the next one we called as data inconsistency. Okay. What is the mean by data inconsistency? Here, inconsistency is nothing but irregularity of data. Irregular. Data is not in the regular format. Data is not in the regular. Data is a irregular, inconsistency. What it mean and when it was occurred. Okay. For example, data inconsistency problem, it will be occurred when you have a data redundancy problem. When data redundancy problem is there, definitely there is a chances are there to occur data inconsistency problem also. Okay, now how it is, sir? Can you prove practically? Yes, I can prove. So now we can see this. Here, this is what we discuss as of now, data duplicates. And what I'm telling, data inconsistency problem, when it was occurred, when we have a duplicated data. When we have a duplicate data, inconsistency problem is possible. That means if I want to avoid inconsistency, then I should avoid duplicates. So these are the vice versa. Okay, now you can see what is the inconsistency. Suppose one of the person, he came and he opened one file. In this, he did some manipulation. Some user did some manipulation. What is the manipulation here? Ellen is showing what it is, female, but this guy was came and changed as male, and he was saved this file. So manipulations are success. After success, now you can come out and open your second file is also there. Your second file is also there. Yes or no? In your second file, now you can see. Now later on, I just open my one more file. One more file I just open. Careful observe. The concept is very interesting. Now you can see. So now the two files I open now. After showing these two files in front of you, and my question is, who is Ellen? What is the gender of Ellen? What do you say? Ellen is a female or male? Female. How can you say? Now tell me. Now you have a confusion. Why, sir? Because, sir, I'm going to confuse because of reason. The same employee data is existing in two files. First thing. In one file, it was showing like a female. In another file of same employee showing male. So when the two same data of one person will show different genders. In one file female, in another file male, definitely when I'm showing these two files, if I display in front of the people, definitely everyone should confuse. And they can't give a clarity on that. Okay, Ellen is exactly female or male. So that we can't say it. This situation, whatever it was occurred, and we can't say, that is called as a inconsistency problem. Understand na? Inconsistency problem we called. But now you can see, I just close one of the file here. Now I'm asking my question, who is Ellen? Ellen is a female. You can confidently say na? How? Because that person details are having in a one file. So there is a no duplicate here. Yes or no? So having only one file, in one file, what it was there, that is my answer. Is it clear or not? Yes. Now you can confidently say, okay, yes, Ellen is a female. I can say confidently. Okay, now, but the same scenario, I'm going to asking here, okay, if I close this and if I open this, what you can say now? Now you can confidently say male, because here also one time existing here. Okay, but the problem when it was occurred to me, when it was having duplicates. Concept clear? When it was having duplicates, then the problem is occurred. If there is a no duplicates, no inconsistency problem. Got it my point? So inconsistency means what now? A confusion of data. The data is not accuracy. The data is not accurate. So it will be ambiguous, confusion. When your data making confusion, then that situation is called as a inconsistency problems. Is it clear? That means inconsistencies occurred when we have a duplicates. Understand now? Write down below. Inconsistency. So write down irregular of data. Irregular data in a file. That means data confusion. Data confusion. Now write me data inconsistency. Data inconsistency is occurred when we have duplicates. When we have a duplicates. Okay, so in this running notes, I'm giving shortcut statements, but the main material you have a clear example and a explanation. Whatever the example I explained to you, that example is you there. Okay, right. Next one is what now? Data retrieval. Data retrieval. So here come to this. What is retrieval? Retrieval means data reading. Retrieval is nothing but data reading. Retrieval is nothing but data reading. Okay, na? Right. So here, what it was happen, you can see. Suppose when I'm going to save my data in flat files or a file, how I can retrieve data from file. Okay, na? So here, how I can retrieve means, it's not like that I can go directly to retrieve my data. If I want to retrieve data from a file, okay, so I want to develop an application by using of a high-level programming language. I want to use high-level programming languages. Okay, na? So that means I need to develop some code, some application I need to develop for retrieving data from a file. It's not directly possible. I can use some high-level languages for writing of some programming code and to reading your data from your file. Okay. Now, what examples, sir? For example, all of you know in your C, C++, Java.NET, you have a file handling concept is there. Anybody knows? Anybody knows, sir? File handling. Even though Java, if you go to core Java, it was there in .NET, the concept is there. In C language, that concept is there. C++ is there. Almost every programming language is having file handling concept. The file handling concept based on that, I can retrieve data from this file. So that means I need to develop some code by using high-level languages. It's nothing but C, C++, Java, .NET, these kind of high-level languages I need to use and build some or else develop some code, and with the help of that code, I need to retrieve. But in those days, we don't have a Java. We don't have a .NET. We don't have even though C++ also. So in 1940s, we have only the language is C. In 1940 to 50 between, we have only the language is C. So in those days, whenever the people want to read some data from a file, then those programmers is going to be developing one C programming code. Okay, that programming code like we are using IO streams. Anybody listen? IO streams means input and output streams, like a write method, read method, amend method, yes or no? So these kind of some methods are there. So by the help of C language, they're developing some code, they're writing some program for reading of data. This is highly complex to the programmers. Whenever they want some data from a file, they need to write a 10 to 20 lines or 10 to 15 lines of code they need to build. Okay, that is not that much easy for real time. Okay, so that's why that is one of the big problem. Data retrieval in a file management system is highly difficult. Because of reason, we need to develop some programming code. Okay, but whereas come to in database, not necessary. You don't want it any C program. You don't want it any C++, Java, .NET, Python. You nothing. You don't want it. You want it only the language is called as what now? SQL. In SQL language, suppose this employee data, if I want to retrieve from my databases, I just written a small and very small query. I'm writing select star from employees underscore details. That's enough. So now when I'm using databases, this query through, I can fetch my entire table data or entire your database data you can fetch out. Suppose, sir, I wanted a specific employee data I need to fetch. Then you have a condition where EMP ID is equals to which you wanted. For I wanted 1023. Then I can write where EMP ID is equals to 1023. Then immediately that person ID details are immediately retrieving from the database and giving to client application. Okay, now tell me, writing of single line statement is easy for the programmers or developing some 100 lines of code is better? Which one is better? Single line. So that's why in file management system, data retrieval is highly complex. Okay. And you're asking, sir, can you show me practically this? Definitely I will show him because I'm not a C coacher. I'm not a Java faculty, but even though I'm showing that program how to read the data from file. Okay, na? But you have to need some patience. That kind of important topics I'm not discussing now, because these are introduction classes, na? That high level concepts we are seeing in our classes one by one. Okay, na? So practically in front of you, how to retrieve data from a file. Okay, and of course nowadays in Java.NET, in C also, maybe your faculties are not teaching file handling, I think so. Okay, but if you have a chance, okay, so you just ask to your core Java faculties, if Java student, Python student, you can ask your Python student, Python faculties, and .NET students ask to your C# .NET faculty, sir, can you show me how to read the data from a file to and client application? If your faculty is good, they will be happy for you. Okay, they definitely they will show you. Okay, na? So, but most of the people, what they said when you ask this question to anybody nowadays, they're simply saying that this concept is outdated. Okay, na? So that is the reason file handling topic is removed from your core Java syllabus, .NET syllabus, C syllabus. They are removing. Actually, this is a outdated concept. They are responding like that. Okay, so that's why maybe you don't have a chance to see practically in your Java classes, .NET and C. But there you didn't see, but in my classes, I will show you. Understand? Na? So, but you have to wait for up to the concept. Okay, so that is practically how to write a code. How I'm writing the code, I will show you. And now you can get some confidence that yes, Sudhakar sir saying correct. This is the highly complex to me. I didn't understand this code. Sir, instead of this, please go to what? Database, sir. You people are telling like this. Sir, ये code मेरे को समझ में नहीं आ रहा है. I don't understand this code. Better to use SQL queries, sir. Please. That is very happy to us because we can easily understand. Okay, na? So for that purpose, give me some time. Okay, I will definitely show you that information. Okay, na? Right. Data retrieval. Retrieving data from a file is highly is highly complex. Highly complex because we need to develop an application program. We need to develop an application program, okay, or programming code, okay, by using C. So at the time C, but nowadays you have a C++. Now you have what now? Java. Now you have your .NET, okay, na, etc. This is one of the very difficult to implement this feature in your file system. Okay, na? Right. And the next one is what now? Data integrity. These all concepts I will practical I will show you in your database classes. Okay, na? Right. Now, whatever I'm discussing these problems, na, every problem how to overcome by using of Oracle software in our classes, I will show you. At the time, you will clear this all the problems. Next, data integrity. Here, what is the mean by integrity means? It's nothing but to maintain accurate information. So, of course, nowadays you can go to see in real time, every businessman, they want it, or every client, they want to maintain their information with the accuracy. Accuracy means exactly. Okay. And I don't have any mismatch there, any invalid of statements. Okay. Nowadays, that's the reason. Can you see accuracy means what it is here, real time? If you go to shopping malls, yes or no? Nowadays, everything is a computerized bills. Is it clear? Suppose you purchase some products. What it was happen? One product cost is 32 rupees 14 paisa. Anybody identify? 34.14. But sir, 34 rupees I can give it because that kind of change money I have, I can give it. But 14 paisa, is it possible? No. But still, even though the people will mention in your billing system, yes or no? So that means, here observe carefully. The businessman, what he was expected, accuracy they expected. You say like, sir, 14 paisa na chhod do na usko. But businessman never leave you. Even the 14 paisa is also counting. Okay, nowadays this is one of the business trick. What is that? 99 rupees. Yes or no? 99 rupees is there. Okay, 49 rupees, 99 rupees, 299 rupees, 499 rupees. This is, you know that, 999. This is one business logic, you know. Because 249 I have to give. What I can do, 1 rupee is not there. Yeah, 1 rupee for 1 rupee purpose, I want to, where I want to go, 1 rupee purpose. So as a customer, their busy life, what they will say, 249, sir, 250 is there, sir. Okay, your wish. 250 we are giving. And one more thing is what now? 1 rupee we didn't ask. If we are asking, we are getting insulting. That is one more feeling for us. See, businessman ideas. 1 rupee if you ask na, he will see नीचे से ऊपर तक देखेगा. He will see like from the foot to head. Sir, 1 rupee, sir. Then we, my 1 rupee, give me. Sir, 1 rupee, sir. So besides, some customers are there. Sir, 1 rupee. Leave it, na? What 1 rupee? They're saying the insulting. Oh my God. Okay. No problem. No problem. Take it. So we are living like that. But the same thing, when they want to give, okay, when they want to, that means we are giving like that. But when they want to give 249, what they will do? Exactly 249 only give it. So they didn't give like 250. Customer, le lo, 250. They never give it. See, this is the businessman. Okay, na? We are customer feeling like that. Who will ask 1 rupee? Na? Shall leave it, no problem. Nothing was happened to me. Okay, I feel as a customer like that. But businessman na never feel. If 249, if they want to give to customer, उसका क्या बोलते हैं ये कैश काउंटर ना नीचे ऊपर पूरा वेरीफाई करेगा 1 रुपए के लिए so then counting or ये whatever the 3 months 5 months back 1 rupee was there at God. He will say God के पास है लेके सर ले लो 249 rupees. Even the God in front of God वो God का बनी है but taking and giving to customer, that is called a businessman. That's why they are going to be businessmen. They're getting profit. Like see here 200 people sitting. I'm the businessman. Everyone for your kind heart you are leaving 1 rupee. What is the benefit to me? 200 rupees benefit to me per a day. Like 30 days averagely you can count. अरे वाह क्या इनकम है So 6,000 rupees will come to me. Yes or no? That 6,000 rupees my salesperson salary. Beta le lo 6,000 rupees. Aapka salary hai. Over. So whatever his amount will not lose. Whatever he got it 1 rupee, 1 rupee, 1 rupee. That is the salary for office boy. Or salary for some sales boy. This is what Anil Ambani, Mukesh Ambani nowadays like that. We are customers. Oh, sir, chhod do, sir, 1 rupee. What? You will chhod do? That's why don't leave 1 rupee also yet. Really, I'm very serious. I'm talking. Don't leave 1 rupee. Even though that 1 rupee chocolate you can take. 1 rupee chocolate you can take. Uncle, chocolate hai? Oh, kitna kya? 1 rupiya? De do. Otherwise 50 paisa, 2 chocolate de do. No problem. I never leave you. Otherwise, you can say, uncle, this 1 rupee, remember, tomorrow I will come and add this 1 rupee. You can do like this. But don't leave even though 1 rupee also, they will get so much profit. Okay, na? So that is what exact. That means correct data maintenance. But how, sir, I can maintain exactly and accurate data in my databases means, especially in databases, there is one concept is there that is called a data integrity. So these rules are I'm applying on my data to get accurate information, even though 25 rupees 01 paisa also I can accuracy with the help of this concept. But unfortunately, this concept is not possible to apply on file system. File will not supporting this mechanism. Okay, now so simply you can come. Let me come out here. Data integrity means the data invalidate data. For example, here this is just for your understanding. I'm telling. Suppose I'm giving mobile number. Okay, na? Actually, as per Indian system, how many digits we have in the mobile number? 10 digits. Now we can see, suppose if I entered some number for that some customer or employee in my file, what it was happening, you can see. How many digits I entered? 9 digits. Can I save this file? File is saving or not saving? Saving, exactly. So see, I can save this file. File happily saved. If you want to open that, then you can see 9 digits data. Is there stored? Yes. But is it right or wrong? Wrong. That means invalid of data. The data is not accurate. It's called a invalid. Invalid of data is also allowed into your file. But same 9 digits number, if you try to insert into database, immediately showing error. What is that? Mobile number should be 10 digits. Yes or no? Anybody observe in registration forms? When you find any website, you fulfill your registrations. At the time it is asking you enter your mobile number. By mistake, you enter 9 digits and click on submit button. Is it submitted? No, immediately error. Please enter 10 digits of mobile number. Suppose next, okay, sir, I will go for that. How many? 11. Can I save this? Yes, of course. Even though I can save this file, saving. But is it correct? No. That means what you understand? These are accuracy? No, not accurate, not correct data. I'm inserting wrong data, unmeaningful data I'm inserting. But still, even though it will be allowed. But this kind of invalid data, when user try to insert into databases, immediately database servers are showing errors. So that is called a data validations, we called. Data validation. Data validation is one of the important concepts for your front-end side by using of JavaScript. You are writing JavaScript for validations purpose in your front-end form. In the back-end form, back-end application, validations purpose, I am using which concept? Data integrity concept. But this concept is not going to be support in your file system, whereas supporting in database. Okay, write down. Data integrity. Okay, so what you say? To set some integrity rules, to set some integrity rules for validating data, for validating data. But this mechanism is not supported in files, whereas supporting in database. Not supporting in files, whereas supporting in database. And the next one, what is the next drawback? Data security. And this is one of the important drawback here. Okay. And of course, so data security is also one of the important factor for the people, because when I'm storing my information or data, the first client or customer, what they will expect means whether my data is secured or not. And even though nowadays you can see when we want to use some apps, okay, na? So if it is a new app and we try to use that, first we are going to be thinking that whether this app is secured or not secured. Yes or no? Because security is one of the major important factor. Got it now? So if the security is not there, then my data I can lose, or anybody can hack my accounts, hack my information. Okay, now? So that kind of chances are there. That's why in flat files also, you can save any kind of data, either sensitive data or confidential data, whatever you want to save, that file can be opened by anybody. So anybody can open your file, and in the file, what you saved, that information also they can easily see it. So that's why security is one of the risk, that means one of the highly, what we call the important factor, okay, in our real time, but that was not happened and not supporting, not there in my file system. So file management system is a poor security. Security is not there. But whereas in the databases, security is a high level. So if I want to see my data, you can't see my data directly. If you want to see my data means first you need a permission. You need a grant permission. The permissions are you got it now, then only you can see my data. So without my permission, you cannot see you cannot see my data. For example, that is a security what we called. Gmail accounts are there. Here everybody is having its own Gmail account. Yes or no? Is it possible? Can I log in into your Gmail account? No. Possible? No. When it is possible? When I know your user ID and password. And that user ID password, if I want it, then I want to take a permission from you. If you are feeling like that, okay, I will give it, then only I can go to see your files. But unless your permission, I can't go and see your files. Okay, same as it is. In databases also, whatever we saved our information, that information, if a person want to see, then the persons are required permissions. So that's why nowadays, that is the main reason nowadays industries are using databases for their high confidential data storages purpose. Okay, now otherwise you just imagine if anybody have an online account, banking account is there, there na? There. Don't tell me here. I'm not asking. I'm just there na. Don't tell. See, telling how much kindness na this fellow. Very good. Not good. Sorry, not good. Very bad. Don't tell. So suppose your online account is there, your user ID is there, your password is there. Tell me, our all online banking user ID and password, where it is? In databases only, na? Yes. But tell me, anybody hack you? Hack your user ID password? No. Anybody see your user ID password? No. But we knows that my user ID, my password is there in the database. I know that, but no one can see my user ID and password. Because why, sir? Because we have that much confident. Okay, na? So databases are giving security, that confident we have. Okay, that's why we are happily registered in any website. Why are you registered in any website with your new user ID passwords? Means those people are keeping our sensitive information in security mode. Okay, so that is the reason we are going to be using online applications. Yes or no? So same thing, security is one of the biggest problem in our files. Okay, files are not secure. Simple point, right? No? Files are not secure. Whereas database will provide high level security. Provide high level security based on role based security concept. Okay, role based security concept. Okay, what is role based security, sir? This is one of the topic in our databases, and this topic is also we will see in our classes how to provide security for your data. Okay, na, without permissions, whether it is possible to view a user data or not. Okay, that is also we can see in our classes practically. Okay, na, right? And the last one, what is the last one? Data indexing. Okay, this concept is very important topic in real time. Okay, na? Right. And simply to understand this, here I just normal explained here, but in our concepts wise, in our database classes, it is one of the topic there. We will discuss each and every point in depthly. Okay, na? But here indexing means what, sir? What is the advantage of index? Simple way I will explain to you. Everyone knows. Nowadays, all of you have a textbooks or books. In those, can you identify your first page is called an index page? Yes or no? Yes. Sir, what is the advantage to have index page in my textbook? We can easily access. So that means, suppose there are 500 page numbers in your textbook and you required one specific topic you want to take. So if there is a no index page, what we want to do? We need to search. So we need to search each and every page number now. Yes or no? So that means my searching starts from page number one. So page number 1, 2, 3, 4, like I need to search up to my topic. Suppose here two cases are there, best case and worst case. Best case means what now? Suppose my required topic is there in the first page. Then what it was happen? There is no need to search a entire book. So it is a page number 1 and my required topic is located here and I just go to take. I'm very happy for that. I don't want to search. Worst case, your topic is there in end of the book. What you want to do? Searching up to last. So it's the worst case now. Yes. So these are the two cases when there is a no index page. That's why if you see any book, when the people was published that books in the market, first page is only index. Index page advantage is what now? Whether my topic is first, last, middle, I don't know. Okay, but there is one information is there. Your topic is located page number so and so. That information is there now. Then as a customer or a user, I just go to index page and checking. So okay, joints topic is located in page number 45. So that information was given by publishers. Okay, now. So based on that information, can I jump? Or else you need to search 1, 2, 3, 4. No need, na? No need. So 45 page number, I know my required topic is located in which page number that I know. I know means can I directly jump or not? Yes. So that means what it was happen? Time saving. Time consumer saving. So that means what happened? Your required topic, user will retrieving or reading or taking very fastly. So time saving method. Okay, now that is called a index. But that index mechanism or concept I cannot apply on this file. Okay, now this is not supported here, supported into database, right? Data index is used to accessing the required data from a data source, fastly. File management systems is not allowed indexing technique, whereas databases are allowed this technique. Okay, right. So now these are the problems, guys, here. So file management system problems, sir. So indexing, secured, integrity, retrieval, inconsistency, as well as redundancy. So these are all problems to overcome purpose. The people was introduced what now? DBMS. Is it clear now? So this is the present the database management system model or concepts the people are using in real time. Okay, now, and in this DBMSs, there are different types of models and softwares are available. And our Oracle, present whatever Oracle SQLs are, what we are learning and what we are using in real time, those databases are comes under which type of DBMS model. Okay, now that points will be discussed here. And the next to below write down, below write down to overcome the above problems in file management system, the people was introduced a concept is called as DBMS. It stands for database management system. Okay, na? What is DBMS? See, DBMS, okay, na? It is just a software. Understand, na? DBMS is a one type of software, and this is a first database software is DBMS. Okay, from this software, there are so many different types of softwares that the people introduced here based on DBMS concept. Okay, now, so that's why the people what say DBMS. If anybody asks you, it is a software. It is a software which is used to manage and maintain to manage and maintain data or information in database memory. Okay, now this is the main concept. And what I can do by using of this DBMS software, okay, na? Right. By using DBMS software, we can perform the following operations. The following operations are, what is the operation here? Okay, so creating database memory. Next, creating tables. Next, inserting data. Next, updating data. Next, deleting. So deleting data. Next, selecting data from database. Okay, na? So these are the operations we can do it. Okay, so first we need to create our database memory. So how to create databases in Oracle, we will see in next class. And creating tables, insert, update, delete, and select. These all kind of operations we can do with the help of DBMS software. And here DBMS software will act as an what is this? Interface between user and database. So that means if user want to interact with your databases, you can't directly interacting. So what I want to use? DBMS software I have to use to interacting with the databases. Okay, and that's why the people what they will say, DBMS will act as what? Interface. Okay. And now, so this is some information. And next most important thing is what now? Models of DBMS. Okay. So in this, we have some models like hierarchical database management systems, networks, relational databases, object relational, object oriented. So these are the models of DBMS that all are comes under in this part. Okay. And this is the final topic. Then after we will enter into Oracle classes. Okay, now these are the just introductions of DBMS part. Okay, right. So these models we will discuss in tomorrow.